Hey, what's cracking, everybody? It's your player partner, your host of the Most Your Country Cousin, Sir Winnie the Bitch, coming at you guys, and I have missed you all. I really have. I truly have missed you all. This is season 2 of What's Happening with Winnie the Bitch, the podcast, or What's Happening with Winnie, the podcast. Excuse me. Um, I know you guys kind of like felt like I've abandoned you since August 26th, which was the last episode, the finale. But I've been kind of doing some. I guess some growing up in that time, myself personally in my personal life, and and the things that I do on the podcast, and kind of what I want the vision and the focus for the podcast to be. To start off, man, this was me talking shit about the things that I heard in the news about about golf, or things that I heard or on the golf course myself, or just things that I've seen and experiences on the golf course, and I kind of wanted to invite my friends into that space and kind of build a bridge between what I do and my enjoyment in golfing, and bringing my friends into it without having the understanding. I was thinking very selfishly. I was like, come on out here and play golf instead of time to play golf. Golf is fucking 3.5, 4 hours, man. Some people don't have 3.5, 4 hours to dedicate straight to, hanging out and playing golf. So it was, I don't know, it was like kind of like if I wanted this to work out in the way that I envisioned it when I first sat down and talked about what I wanted my podcast to be, which was just like building a bridge between, the homies, and breaking a barrier in golf by bringing, my friends into this space, because we are all very eclectic black men, very unapologetically black men, and Native men, and Mexican men, and Latinx men. Of all shades and colors. So kind of wanted to break that barrier, and I don't know, I wouldn't say that it wouldn't work, man, but you kind of get canceled upon when you're asking somebody to come out and embarrass themselves. Because I tell people I play golf, even though you guys seen the videos, and those are my best shots, and later on in this video you'll see like a couple good shots of later on of me playing currently this year, which getting better. But the homies kind of thought that I was really good. They see me out there, and they see that I take pictures of it, record it, and all that stuff. So it's kind of high-key intimidating, because I would never step into their realm like that. I don't think I could be a rapper. I couldn't be an actor. I damn sure am not a person who's really good with like trapping and shit like that, because it's not for me, or even making clothes and shit like that. So I would never step into my friend's realm, but I wanted to be able to share my space, and the people that I've grown to know and love via the likes and the downloads. I appreciate you all. We hit over 100 downloads on Buzzsprout, which kind of just gives me an idea of where all of my downloads are coming from, whether that be Apple directly from Buzzsprout, Spotify, or Amazon, because we're on all of those now. But you guys have been doing a great job, and I appreciate it. The one thing I would ask is just give me some topics to talk about, give me some shit to talk about, and I think we'll be able to do this more when you guys check out the YouTube page. That kind of goes along with this, and every episode is going to have a audio and a visual. So if you don't want to sit and listen, you'll be able to watch with your homies and smoke. But I kind of wanted to make that bridge back to my point, and I figured out how to do that. I don't have to talk about golf with these people. I kind of want to give them their flowers while they're on. You're going to hear me talk to people about a variety of things, from as simple as what is in your name, like what's the meaning behind your name, that your moniker that you hold, to as deep as systematic injustices that happen to black and brown people, LGBTQIA people, all that shit like that, bro. So you guys are gonna get more of a true what's happening with me in the coming season, because I kind of looked at what's in the title of my name, like what's happening. It's not just a golf podcast. What's happening is what is going on with me personally, like what I'm going through, because I am a human being. You know what I'm saying? I put myself out there to be a host and more, I try to put myself out there way more than probably what I should with my mental status sometimes, because it fumbles over into my work life, into my parenting, into my relationship with my wife. Shout out to my wife. We just got married. Also, that's another thing that happened in the break. But you take some time and sit back and unplug, and then you're able to take in the things that you enjoyed about what you do in your podcast or what you do in general. And I just enjoy talking to people. And to get a little deeper into the situation of more into why the transition is happening, I've talked to my wife about it, I've talked to you guys kind of about it, and I've also done it on multiple occasions, just hanging out with friends. I talk about my mental health a lot, man, just because I know, peeling back the layers and going to therapy and counseling, I know that there's more to my anger, more to the way I react and take to things than just what's on the surface. You know what I'm saying? Than just what happened in this setting. So with that, I've kind of wanted to open up more and figure out more about my mental health and my mental space and be proud of that. So listening to podcasts, which I had the pleasure and the great pleasure of meeting via Instagram, and on one of my more popular episodes, which was the locking in, the mentality episode. I met a guy named Bradford Wilson, who is an amazing black man. He's a podcast host himself, an actor, a golf guy, and he and his friends Connor and Drew, they all met via Instagram, and they kind of like might have rubbed shoulders or bumped each other, like in circles, but they kind of met on Instagram, and they started a podcast just about your mental state, and they say it's a mental health check-in disguised as a golf podcast. And when I heard that, and when I listened to the podcast and how they kind of bear themselves, and the guests that they bring on have immense struggles that they've come from and overcome and conquered, and now hold the flag and the shield and the sword for whatever cause they believe in, very strong and out there, that kind of made me double check and look back at what I'm doing and why I started this and what I wanted this to be. I wanted this to be something where the babies could look at this, little black and brown kids could look at this and see a guy with locks in his hair, with tattoos in his skin, country as fuck, not saying things the right way sometimes, crying sometimes because I'm so emotional about it and so passionate about the things that I talk about. I want kids to be able to see this, if not today, next year, whenever they get their hands on it, and be able to say, like, this is something that, I want to aspire to be. And I don't see myself as being huge, man, and I never want to be to a point where people don't feel like they can reach me, but I hold myself to a standard of, if I was a celebrity and people were to look at me as a role model, what would I want to put out there? And at times I do fuck up, but more often than not, I try to think logically about most things, and I try to push, black inclusion, and you'll see and hear in this season how I had to go back and do research and study and chin check myself on a lot of issues that come to heart when it comes to the LGBTQ community and the trans community and the Native American community and things like that. And I had to look back and kind of research and study, and now I feel like I'm in a position to learn more, talk more, be more open, so when I go out in public, I can hold my flag and I can hold my sword and I can hold my shield as hard as I can, and influence the next generation of children to do that same exact thing, because the generation after us, they are completely wide open with a lot of the things that they do, and I just want to be a conduit to their success in the future. And I'm not going to get too deep into it, because that's going to be another episode you guys will be able to listen to. But just know, if you tuned into this podcast before and you were just thinking it was just golf, just know that was for me to fool you into coming into this black ass space. Because now we're going to get to really what's happening with Winnie, and I want you guys to know, I am a man that loves hip hop. So you're going to hear a couple of my friends who are artists on here. I'm a man who wants to talk about raising shit for the baby. So you'll hear that with the episode with Stone and Q. Bradford and I talk about everything from trans and LGBTQ rights to being kind of ashamed at a certain point of your blackness when you were around certain people. So you guys are going to be able to get a lot this upcoming season, and I hope you all truly enjoy it. Now I'm going to do some shameless plugging because I think you guys are truly needed. Hopefully you're watching this on YouTube right now, so take the time to like this video and subscribe to this video. Leave comments down below, letting us know kind of like some things that you want to see and hear from us in the future, because the seasons are still coming and the guests are still coming in strong. Download it. Listen to it. Tell your friends about it. It's on Amazon. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. You can find it everywhere. So let your people know. Share it. Hit me up on IG, Twitter, and YouTube. Honor Club Media. I'm super easy to talk to. And I'm not ignorant, so I'm going to take in your points and talk to you about it. I really just want to be able to know the people who listen. So hit me up, man. I truly appreciate you guys. This season is going to be something that is completely different. I'm also going to be breaking down parts of my soul in this, bearing back some of the layers and some of the scars so you guys can see more into my mental space. So I love you all, man. Make sure that you tell someone that you love them. What's happening with Winning Season 2 is going to be a blast, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Have a good rest of your day, all right?